So tell me, have you always wanted to attend graduate school in the United States, but did not know how to start in the first place? Are you confused? Are you curious to know what to do? Well, if you fall in this bucket, you are in the right place. I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step procedure, 4 steps that you can follow now to start practicing and get into graduate school. So stay tuned and let's delve right into it. I hope you have your working gloves on. Step 1. Get a journal and a pen or an Excel template to document all the information you find. Because you're about to find a lot of information. You know, the practice of gathering information about graduate school can be so overwhelming. You can actually forget half of the things you found by the time you are searching through 10 schools. And so let's practice the habit of documenting every information we find. So to help you get started, I have attached an Excel template that I found helpful when I was applying to graduate school. Hopefully you find that useful as well. Now that you have your documenting tools, we go on to step 2. Build your graduate list. Now that you have your journal and your Excel template, you can start building your graduate school list. Search for schools using websites like the US News and World Report. These platforms can filter schools according to their ranking. Now, if your aim is to look for or apply to 10 schools, aim at, say, 5 target schools and 5 safety schools, or 6 target schools and 4 safety schools. The choice is really dependent upon you. The ratio depends on your preferences. Now, target schools are top schools that you die hard for, but can really be competitive to get into. And safety schools are your buffer schools. Now that you have your list of target schools and safety schools, we can move on to step 3. Know your application timelines and requirements. How can you do this? Now, you can start by doing a simple Google search. When you type the school, for example, you want to apply for an MBA at Olin Business School in Washington University, you simply type WashU Olin requirements. Then you'd have the right prompt pop up in the Google search. Now, here are some important requirements that you need to be aware of or provide. 1 is the application timelines. 2 is the application itself. 3 is the resume. 4 is your essay or personal statement. 5 is your GRE, which is optional. 6 are your recommendation letters. Now, some schools will require 2 recommendation letters, 1 or 3. Some schools will also require academic recommendations or professional recommendations, depending on the program of choice. 7 is the actual interview. So most MBA schools require you to have an interview, a virtual interview, before you are admitted. So here are some requirements that you have to put in mind. Now that you have your template or your journal, document the different requirements for your different schools, because every school will have different timelines and different GRE scores or different essay prompts that you need to answer. So document all those down so that you can keep track of schools and their different requirements. You know, I'll be giving you more episodes of how you can fine-tune your application based on the different requirements. So stay tuned for my other episodes where I'll delve deeper into the various requirements and how you can make a stellar application for your MBA or for your graduate school application. Step 4, research for scholarships. Now, most schools, especially most MBA programs, automatically consider applicants for scholarships. But some other schools will require you to make a separate scholarship application. Now, it's going to be very painful to miss out on a scholarship, not because you did not meet the requirements, but because you simply did not know about the scholarship. Do not miss a scholarship application. I can't overemphasize this. It makes all the difference. So research on the scholarships and note the requirements down in your journal or your Excel template. So it can be nerve-wracking searching for a scholarship. I remember when I was applying for schools in Canada, for example, it was so hard to find the scholarships through the websites, but they are there. Search every nook and corner for these scholarships. Well, if you're in doubt or you still are not sure, reach out to the financial aid department of the school you're applying to. They will always have information or furnish you with the right resources when you're looking for a scholarship. Do not assume that the school you're applying to doesn't have scholarship or aid. Find out. Ask. Now, the process can be very daunting and tiring, but trust me, it will be worth your while 2 years down the line when you're in school and you do not have to have an additional job just to fund your tuition, or when you're out of school and you realize you do not have a loan to pay back on your schooling. Yes, so look for that scholarship. Please look for it. Now, after following all the steps I've mentioned, you're going to be so busy and neck deep in the application process. And you're also going to find yourself moving from a state of confusion, from a state of not knowing what to do in the first place, to a state of working so hard to meet the requirements of your target schools and your safety schools. And trust me, that's the sweet spot you want to find yourself into. So now that you have gone through this process, I'm sure you're thinking of so many other questions. How can I have a very rich resume? How can I ace my GRE? How can I write compelling essays and stories that are genuine and speak about my experience? Well, if you have all these questions, keep watching my channel. I'm going to answer these in various episodes. Now, my very next episode will talk about how you can make a stellar application. So if you're interested, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, and keep watching. Enjoy the process for now. It's going to be a long journey, but trust me, it will be worth the effort when you're done. It will be. Trust me. Keep working hard. Do not give up. Do not give up, folks. Don't give up. For now, it's bye.